Today we're going to review the future tense. For referring to the future, we can use the auxiliary will or going to. First, we're going to start with will. To form a statement in the future, we use the subject plus will plus the base form of the verb. As we know, the base form of the verb is the infinitive minus the to. As an example, we have the next statement. Carla, which is the subject, will play soccer tomorrow. As we can see, we have the auxiliary will and the base form of the verb. Next, we have negative statements. The formula is subject plus will plus not plus the base form of the verb. Also, we can contract will and not, and we have won't. The example is Andrew will not be part of the team, or Andrew won't be part of the team. To formulate questions, we use will plus subject plus base form of the verb. Also, we can add extra information, but remember to put a question mark at the end. For example, will you have practice tonight? For short answers, we say yes or no plus the subject plus will or won't, depending on the answer, of course. Next, we have the functions of the auxiliary will, which are the following. For referring to the future, an example would be, if I speak to her, I'll tell her about the game. Also, referring to events happening in the present. The cart won't start, so I will be late for practice. Then we have showing willingness or willpower. The example is, I'm the captain of the team, so you will do as I say. Next, we have the function to request something, to order, or to invite or make offers. Will you pass me the ball? Is the example. It's a request. Also, we use the auxiliary will to make promises or threats. We will win the game. Then we use it for expressing habits. For example, a cheerleader will always be strong. And finally, we use it for deduction. For example, I expect the lacrosse team will win this season. Then we have going to express future. The formula is subject plus am is are, depending on the subject, plus going to plus the base form of the verb. For example, Peter is going to serve next. Peter isn't going to serve next. Is Peter going to serve next? The functions of going to are to talk about a future plan. For example, I'm going to the basketball game after school. Or, in 10 years' time, I'm going to have my own baseball team. Also, we use it to make a prediction based on evidence we can see now. For example, he's going to score the winning touchdown. The main difference between will and going to is that will is for the moment and going to is more for plans. Also, we have shall. We use it in a sentence in the next form. Subject plus shall plus base form of the verb. We only use it with I or with we. and it's very infrequent and formal. For example, I or we shall leave early today. I or we have a rugby tournament. That's it for today.